your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
Hi everybody, Steve here from the Vinyl Record Mission, and today I'm going to share with you some great finds that I had from dig number 6. If you watched the video, you probably saw some of the more rare records that we found, and I did bring a couple of those home, but I also brought home some other stuff that is not quite so rare, but still in amazing condition and amazing for my jukebox here and for my turntable. First, we're going to start with the rarest thing we found, which was this 3 LP test pressing from the 90s Scottish rock, or whatever you want to call them, shoegaze, experimental. This is Mogwai. And on that post-it there was all the information of what it was: Kicking a Dead Pig and Fear Satan remixes. There's 3 LPs. There's that one, and that one. And let me tell you, if you've never heard them before, they are a pretty amazing band. And the term Mogwai is also probably most known for the Gremlins, because the term Mogwai is a folklore of some sort of a mythical beast of some kind. Not that a gremlin is very beastly, but nevertheless, that's what it means. And these Scottish guys, they just kill it. They're very similar. I've never heard of them. During the 90s, I was all into Radiohead, and it turns out that these guys are, not like them, but have a similar obscure sound. Very, very ambient at times, but then a lot of fuzz and electronics and just really driving beautiful music. Here's a brief little clip of just one of the kind of like a shoegaze sound on the song Fear Satan. So that's the first LP that I brought home, or I guess it's actually a 3 LP set that can be purchased on colored vinyl, and it goes for anywhere between $80 to upwards of $100. I've seen them for $50, and you can find them on Discogs, I believe. But this is a genuine test pressing, which is pretty cool to have. So then found some more jazz, and the first one was this. This is one of the Montgomery brothers, Wes Montgomery's brother, Buddy. He is a piano player and a vibraphonist, and he's also got his brother Monk on this album playing bass, and it is in absolutely stunning condition. It's on the Impulse label. It's got the original inner sleeve, and it is in just impeccable condition. I'm really excited to listen to that one. The guy must have been a Montgomery Brothers fan, but here's a Japanese pressing of George Shearing and the Montgomery Brothers. This is on the Riverside label, and that is another beauty. You can look at that. These things don't look like they've ever been played. Got the original OB on there, and also the, what is that? The Japanese insert that comes with these records that has all the, I don't know, the Japanese writing that we can't read. Yeah, that's a nice one. Then move on to another one. This guy must have been into brothers. This is the Joneses brothers. Yeah, you're probably familiar with these guys. Can you imagine? Look at that. Look at that breakfast table. Man, you've got Thad Jones, Hank Jones, Elvin Jones, and Eddie Jones. Every single one of them playing a different instrument. This was originally recorded in March 1958, and it's keeping up with the Joneses, featuring not the Jonas brothers, but the Jones brothers. And this is on a beautiful, like unplayed, looks like MGM label. Yeah, I'm excited to hear that. I've never heard that before. Next, I always pick this record up when I see it, but if you're not familiar with Ball and Jack, you will be now. This is where the famous sample came from for this. Yeah, so this covers, it's seen better days, but the vinyl itself is just absolutely incredible. So I picked this up. Usually when I see this in the wild, it is beat to heck. Another nice one that I was so happy to pick up because I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. And this is one where I just need the greatest hits. And if you're going to have the greatest hits, you might as well have the half speed mastered on CBS. Yep, the gatefold cover in impeccable condition. Beautiful record. Picked up some Montrose to rock out to. This is a really nice clean one as well. You don't see this in the greatest condition in the wild all the time. Very excited to bring home this Roy Ayers. Yes, this is Ubiquity Vibrations on Polydor, and guess what? Yeah, it's a sealed OG, no barcode. Can't wait to crack that one open. This is a gift from Ryan, as if he hasn't been giving me enough, if it's not a gift just to be able to dig there. This is a nice compilation here with some great tunes with Joe Turner. You've got Richie Valens, Renee and Ray, Rosie and the Originals, the Skyliners, all kinds of great oldies on here. But he gave this to me because it's the 57 Chevy on the cover. And this is the 1957 Seabird KD200, which is modeled after the 57 Chevy with the taillights literally on the speaker grill down below. If you haven't seen that already, you'll probably get a glimpse of it in one of my videos. I love soundtracks as well. This one I've never seen before. Cook County. Yeah, that's a really cool cover. I mean, come on, that's super cool. Pinball machine, Playboy pinball machine. And right away when I noticed it was on the Motown label, I thought, geez, that's got to be good. So I threw that in the pile. This is just some salsa, some really good salsa. Another one, Eddie Santiago, some salsa on his what is that, a Honda? On a Honda with Rhonda. Maybe that is Rhonda, I don't know. And then I got some Freddie Robinson off the cuff. This is some cool guitar, jazz, funk guitar on the Enterprise label there, yeah. Nice clean copy in the shrink. Never Pass on Gil. Nice copy. This one, really nice to find. This is, yeah, an original master recording of the Jazz Crusaders. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That's the Crusaders creation. And then some funky, blues rocky Prairie League. This is an interesting one. This is ours. This is from like 2013. This guy, Jimmy Nico, I think is his name, or Neko. He's a pretty interesting character. And I had a CD of him once upon a time and I loved it. So I can't wait to see what this is like. It's in amazing condition. Still has the shrink on it. It's on their label, ours. That's the name of the group. And the album is, what is that? Ballet the Boxer. And then I brought home some Del Fuegos, absolutely, on Slash, The Longest Day. And then, yes, for all of you who wondered, I did bring home the Roger Dean book. Yeah, with all those great covers from Yes and Uriah Heep and Obija or Obaja, or I can't remember how to say that other band. Moving on to the 45s. Man, my favorite pulls from there were these. I got like 5 really great specialty records. And Madam Sin Paul was talking about the specialty quality and the heavy duty quality of those records. And man, I got some really nice ones. This right here, this is Larry Williams. And I'll give you a brief little sound clip of Larry's tune. Probably one of my favorites in the bunch. Yeah, he's definitely got that little Richard thing going on. But man, what a great voice. Moving on, we got some Sam Cooke on specialty. Then I've got The Pilgrim Travelers. This is some gospel R&B, very soulful, beautiful vocals on here. Really happy to have this. And then Joe Liggins, he does a nice one here on specialty as well. Whiskey Women and Loaded Dice on this, again, specialty. Another beautiful, really super clean copy. And then lastly, I got some Little Richard. Yeah, that's the one, Tutti Frutti. Gotta have that in the jukebox. Super pleased about that. This right here was the British invasion phenomenon. Came and went. I don't know what happened to this group. I got to read up on it a little bit more, but this is the Liverpool set, and this is their promo copy on Columbia. 17 Tears to the End is what it's called, and I'll just give you a little glimpse of this cool kind of almost psychish type tune. And this was one of 3 singles that they released. I didn't see an album, and I got to do some more research on it. But this particular song just is really, really cool. Check it out. Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. I don't know if I can play the whole song for you yet, but if I can, I'm gonna put that up on YouTube, the entire song, if I can do it without getting a copyright strike. So hopefully I can, because I think you guys will really, really dig the entire song. I picked this up, Webb Pierce. I don't normally pick up Webb Pierce stuff, but this is Tupelo County Jail, or Tupelo County Jail. It's actually kind of a nice little country, almost rockabilly-ish type tune. And then I got something from the Turtles, because I played this over there and I really liked it. Almost There. That's a nice tune. Kind of psychedelic-y, funky. And then I've got some Booker T and the MGs, of course, some instrumental, Heads or Tails on Stax. And this was a cool one right here. The Crosstown Bus by People. Yeah, very interesting, very cool, funky tune on Paramount. That was also a promo copy. This is just a great Dwayne Eddy tune, Ramrod. That sounds good coming out of the jukebox. A good surf tune. Here's another one, Keith Barrow, Physical Attraction, like a soul funk disco type thing that I really dug. I really didn't have a problem with having some Frigid Pink in the jukebox. The vinyl on this is super clean. It plays really, really great. But this is the House of the Rising Sun. So definitely pick that up on Parrot. And I've got the Passions right here. Just to Be With You on the Laurie label. That's a fun one. And then I had to have this. If you don't have a jukebox with this in it, you don't have a jukebox. Yep, that's Louie Louie, the Kingsman on wand. And believe it or not, it plays way better than it looks. That's some durable, I don't know if that's styrene steel or what. This is Fontella Bass on a later reissue chess label, Rescue Me. And then on the other side, it's got Jan Bradley, Mama Didn't Lie, which I'm sure these tunes are kick-ass tunes, or else they wouldn't be reissuing them, right? And then I got Chuck Berry, You Never Can Tell on that reissue chess label. And then on the back side, No Particular Place to Go, again by Chuck Berry. And then this is actually really cool. This is a Rhino release from Bobby Freeman. Yeah, Swim on that side, and then what's that other side is Come On and Swim on the other side. And this was a really great R&B tune as well. And then I've got some Doug Sham and the Pharaohs on that Swingin' label. That's a good one. This is kind of a rare soul tune, not super rare, but it's definitely a nice change of pace. This is Crybaby Curtis, and the tunes are Just Stand There, and what's this one? There Will Be Some Changes Made. That's on the Gillette Records independent label, small label. This is Daddy's Home. I had to have this in the jukebox too, from Shep and the Limelights on a reissue Roulette label. J. Frank Wilson and the Cavaliers on Josie. This is a fun tune right there. And then another soul, kind of modern soulish type song on a smaller press label, Sunny Night, right there. And this is I Just Called to Say Hello on one side, and What You Want, If You Want This Love on the other, Sunny Night. And then there's always got to be some mashed taters in the house. Yeah, Dee Dee Sharp on the original Cameo label in beautiful condition. One of my dad's favorite songs right there is Stagger Lee from Lloyd Price. That's a fun one. And then we've got some more Chuck Berry, Brenda Lee on a later Chess reissue. This is a cool soul tune right here, kind of R&B. This is Tommy Ray, You Don't Love Me on, it looks like Penn. I think Penn, the Penn label. That's kind of a rare one, but a really great song. The label doesn't look really nice, but the record plays just superb, believe it or not. Here's another rare one from Gary Stites, Little Tear, and Young Love on the other side. And this is on the Madison label. And then this is some cool psych right here from a group called Law. This is Wake Up. And it's actually on both sides, Wake Up. It's a promo copy on the GRC label. That's a rocker. And then I love this song. I heard it, you know, Freddie Cannon can be hit and miss, but this Tallahassee Lassie, it kind of moves. It's a really great tune. It's kind of a dancer. Love that. Now some surf and some garage on the great Garrett label. Yeah, Surf and Bird. That's the Trashman. You guessed it. And then on the other side, you got King of the Surf. That's also a great tune. And I had to have this. It's another one of my dad's favorite songs, and he'd love to hear this in the jukebox. Super clean copy of Blueberry Hill by Fats Domino on Imperial. And another one that I just learned about, I love this. This is the Commodores, not Brick House Commodores, not Lionel Richie. This is Uranium. It's actually a really cool tune, man. I played it and I had to have it. The other side's okay, but that song Uranium really gets me. And then me and my wife nicknamed each other Monkey. We've always called each other Monkey since we've been married. And so I had to pick this up. Not only that, but it's a great song. This is Ray Sharp. This is Monkey's uncle on that side. And the other side is Linda Lou. Kind of a garagey surf type tune on the Jamie label. Lastly, this is a beauty. This is John Thomas. Not a big deal, but yeah, just the Checker label is so iconic, man. And this is really a cool tune. I just love the name of the song, Rib Tips. You know me, I'm a foodie. Yeah, definitely love that. Rib Tips on one side, and John Thomas, you got on the other side playing, what's this one? Hi-Fi on that side. But look at that label and the condition of this original Checker recording. I just loved it. Anyways, that was what I brought home from dig number 6. And next week, we're probably going to be doing something a little bit different. Ryan won't be able to make it over to the storage unit, so I won't be digging there for a couple of weeks. We probably won't be back digging until maybe the 28th or the 29th, the end of this month. But I will put up some content during that time that will hopefully entertain you and that you'll appreciate. Well, thanks for watching this episode of the Vinyl Record Mission and dig number 6. And until next time, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the Vinyl Record Mission so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.